Welcome, my wonderful people. I am your sister and your friend Anne. In today's teaching, I will be talking on what a man can do for only a lady, a woman he loves. What a husband can do for only the wife, his wife he has love for. Listen, one thing with men is that they do not hide their feelings. Anytime a man is happy, whether outside or in his marriage, he expresses it. He shows it openly. Whenever a man is also not happy in his marriage, he also shows it openly. This is why you see some men complain in marriage, most especially when the wife is not up and doing, when the wife is not following his instructions. Women, remember, God made men our heads. He made them the head of a woman. As God himself, Christ is the head of the church. We have duties to perform where our men are, where our husbands are, else we will get the negative. One of the things a man does for only a woman he has love for, he is in love with, is he pays great attention listening to you. When you talk, where a man that loves you is, your husband who has love for you is, he pays attention. Even if he didn't reply when you are giving him or talking to him, he has it in him. How you will know that he is paying great attention or he paid great attention while you were talking is when he begin to do those things. Men do not talk like women. Like women replies to instructions or to talks. Men are not like that. Any man who loves you, loves a woman, pays great attention as you talk. He will look at you, he will listen to what you are saying. This is a sign that a man loves you. Another thing a man does for a woman he is in love with, he loves, is fighting for you. Any man who loves you will fight for you. Like in marriages, you see men who maybe their people hates or castigates their wives. You see the man standing even at your back. Women, we must make great effort to make sure we get favor from our husbands. When your husband loves you, married women are talking to you, he will fight for you even when you are not there. What a great privilege to have as a woman who has found this favor from his man. Another thing a man does when he is in love with you is that he feels to stay close to you. He feels to be close to where you are at all times. Yes, when a man is in love with you, for people they love, men, except those who want to deceive women, are very, very clear. They are transparent. You will notice that they will want to be close to you. They will want to, see you, see your face, talk with you, talk with you, communicate with you. This is what you see in a man who loves you, who loves his wife, who loves his woman. Another thing a man does when he is in love with you is that he finds you very, very attractive. You see him, complimenting you, oh, you look nice. He has that time or make at that time to look at you. There are so many women who, are in marriages today, in relationship, but their men do not take cognizance, recognize, what they wear, how they talk, how they walk. There is nothing about, oh, baby, I like your dress, I like the way you talk, I like your steps. These are things you only see in a man that loves you. He will commend your dresses. He will compliment you. He will admire your smiles. He will be happy, whenever you come close to him. Another thing a man does for a woman he is in love with a man does for only a woman he is in love with is that he feels happy having you. He keeps, thanking his God. Oh, I'm happy I've gotten you. Oh, I'm happy I have you as my wife. Oh, I'm happy I'm living together with you. If you're a woman and your man do not say things like this, oh, thank God for you. Thank God I married you. Thank God I am with you. Thank God you are by my side. You know that such a man do not love you. These are words reserved for only women, they love so dearly. Ask yourself, the man you are with, your husband, does he compliment you? Does he commend your effort? Does he like your appearance? If it is not so, sit down and find out what the problem is. If you're in marriage, you cannot leave your marriage, but you can work it out. You can humble yourself, my sisters. You can begin to play along with your husband. You can begin to respect him. You can begin to do things for him. So many women, like I always say, do not cook for their husbands. So many women do not wash their husbands, underwears. They do not take care of their husbands. And when you don't do such things, your man will not love you. He will not show you, this aspect of him. He will not feel, happy having you. What do? You have to calm down, like I said, and begin to attract him. Be addicted to him, and you will see him, complimenting you. Another thing a man does for a woman he loves is that he is open, to your opinion. He seeks for your advice. He cannot keep quiet, hiding things from you. He will be open. He cannot hide anything from you. Any decision he is about to take, he will seek advice from you. Oh, my baby. Oh, my love. Oh, my sweetie. Oh, my this and that. This is what I want to do. What advice do you have? This is why marriage is created, for companionship. And this companionship has to do with, unity, togetherness, exchange of opinions, advice from spouses. Another thing a man that loves you does, what a man do for only women they love, is that he humbles himself. When I say humbling himself, it's not as if he's going to bow down to you. If it is a man, if the man was into smoking, I've seen a lot, many of the men, forsaking and leaving all the happies, that their woman complained about. You see some of them, into gambling, some of them into, smoking, some of them into drinking. Many of them have limited it. Why? Because of the woman they love. They want you to be happy. They are happy when you are happy. This is what a man that loves you can only do for you. A man who do not love you, whether you go to wherever you like and come back, he is doing what he is doing. He forsakes what he was doing before he met you. Just that you complained and he abandoned it. What a great privilege for you, my sister. What a great privilege for you, my sister. This is an honor. And I thank God for any woman who has experienced this. Another thing a man can do for only a woman he loves is that he will, introduce you, to everyone that comes along. I've seen so many women, I say something like this in one of my videos. Any man who do not love you cannot, introduce you to people. He will be hiding you. But whenever a man begins to introduce you, oh, meet my love, oh, meet my wife, oh, meet my fiancé, meet my this and that, my dear, you know that that man is very, very serious with you. He loves you and he can never joke with you. What do you do if you do not see these things? Like I said again, I repeat it, make sure you work for it. These are favor we get from our men, our husbands. Make sure you are keen into it. Another thing a man who loves you will do is that you will be he'll be so jealous about you. Yes, whenever a man is jealous, not jealous that somebody is taking you or what, he is jealous. He do not want another man to come close to you. Some men are like that. It's out of love. Yes, it is love. So many of them show love. Men show love through being jealous. Some of them is as if somebody want to hijack you. You see them not being happy about that. Some of them will begin to complain. Whenever a man, you find a man who is jealous about you, about losing you, you know that such a man loves you. He can only do it for a woman like you. Another thing a man that loves you does for only you is that he will try to be available. Yes, many of them who loves their wives, their women, are always available. They find it difficult to separate from such women. They are always together. They go out together, they come in together, except when they are going to work. Except some of them who are not close to such, to each other. But they are always available. They want to, stay with you. They want to feel you. They want to walk along with you. Another thing you see in a man who really loves a woman, what he can do for such a woman is, he feels like having body contact. Yes, some people have seen it. Due to the love they have, many of them keep holding hands, keep touching the woman. He's touching the woman. That's another sign. That's another thing they do for women they love. Another thing men do for women they only love is to make sure they promote you. They take interest in what you are doing. Yes, they encourage you to aspire higher. This is a sign that a man loves you. When a man loves you, if you are not educated, when he meets you, he will encourage you to go to school. If you are not working, when he meets you, he will get a job, help you get a job. If you are not doing something that you like, and he gets to know about it, he makes sure he sticks his life to make sure you get into such. This is a man that loves you, and this is the only thing they can do for women they love. They will not do it for everybody. Only if he loves you, he will begin to do these things for you. This is why women, should be humble before their husbands. Remember, it's not as if you are going to be so weak without an option, or without, you don't have anything to contribute. The Bible said that women should be in subjection to their own husbands, and this is maybe the reason why men show this kind of love to the woman they love as well. The women who are in subjection to them. Even though we have men who have humble wives, who have wives who are subject to them, yet they go out, yet they cheat on them, yet they hate them, yet they are so wicked to them. These are the reasons why partners in marriage should bond. Love your husband, love your wife, be in subjection to your husband, and let your husband continually love you and provide for you. There are so many things a man cannot do for a woman he does not love. What you are seeing from him may be physical cash, but these other things I have mentioned are inward, are from the heart. Money can be given to you outside, from just not from the heart, just to get something from you. But all these attributes, all these points I mentioned, are from the inner mind of a man. Any man that shows this to you as a woman, know in actual sense that he has love for you. Another thing I will say a man can do for only women they love is to stick to them. If a man loves you also, he will not cheat on you. He will not go against your wish as concerning cheating. I want to add here, my sisters, I think to an extent, we are the architect of our own destinies. We have to throw, hook, to our men to attract them to us. We need to try our possible best. Like I taught in my last video, there are so many things men do that are in their blood. It's from their generation and has gotten to them. This is why you see them doing all these things. Most of our men need our prayers. They need our, advice. As you keep talking, as you keep that, trying to direct him and connect him in some aspect of things, he does. He will begin to come back to you. Let us do this, my fellow women, my sisters, my young ones, my children, so that we will enjoy our marriage. And as we do that, the Lord God Almighty will bless us. If you are seeing me for the first time in this channel, or you've been watching without subscribing, kindly subscribe to my channel. Follow me and share my video to all your friends. Use the comment section and tell us your mind. Pour down your mind. Educate women and men on how to love their wives, and women how to be in subjection to their own husbands. Remember, we post our videos here 2 to 3 times every week. Give this channel a thumbs up. Hit the notification button so that each time I post my video, you will be the first to get it. Follow us and remain blessed. See you next time. Bye-bye.